Hey everyone, Harry here to talk about the release by the Ways and Means Committee in the House of hundreds of pages of tax information involving Hunter Biden and the combination of that with the impeachment inquiry hearing that the House Republicans have launched starting this morning. Let me just get off my chest the bottom line here. This is really an abhorrent treatment that has almost no basis in evidence and really almost no basis to try to get at President Biden, which is what this is all about. And when you combine it with their complete failure to keep, the failure, I mean, they are really driving the country off a cliff because, McCarthy, the whole reason for the impeachment inquiry was to try to appease these rabid right wingers so that they could avert a government shutdown. Now it doesn't look like that will be happening, and we're off on this kangaroo court ridiculous abuse of an impeachment inquiry. Well, you can see what I think about it, but it's really, I think, just a sort of objective assessment. All right, now first, these pages of records. There's the general theme there. Why are they doing this? Answer being because they can. There's the power in the chair of the Ways and Means Committee to release tax information, but it otherwise would be a crime. Indeed, Hunter Biden and his aggressive lawyer, Abby Lowell, been suing people for violating their privacy rights and tax information. The House Ways and Means Committee chair has the vote of the majority can release the materials. But what's the reason here? Really, nothing except to try to dirty up President Biden. Recall we're in this period where he is both Hunter Biden trying to make money in dealings with, Burisma, maybe the Chinese government. Not good, maybe some bad stuff, but the evidence that they'd want to propound that somehow Biden, as vice president, so that, ancient history, is trying to put his thumb on the scale. Let me read, in fact, what the chair of the Ways and Means Committee said. This evidence makes clear Hunter Biden's business was selling the Biden brand, and that access to the White House was his family's most valuable asset. Carefully framed around Hunter Biden, even though the effort here is to try to get at Joe Biden, and that's an effort that's pretty transparently been pushed on the right wing in the House by none other than Donald Trump as part of the whole political dynamic and pushback against Trump's 4 indictments, 91 felony counts, and the like. So first, no real public policy purpose served by the dissemination of this material, just serves to embarrass Hunter Biden. Second, could be Hunter Biden did, push things, did some improper stuff. Point 3, what's that got to do with the, as they put it, price of tea in China, and especially with Joe Biden? They've tried for months and months and months to tag Biden with it. Even Hunter's business partner, who said some not such great stuff about Hunter, has said there's no record of Joe Biden's trying to influence anything here. He would, check in and call, as he did every day. This is the period, by the way, after the tragic death by brain cancer of Hunter's brother, Beau Biden, and the president's son. And so he was really concerned about him, not to mention that he knew he was having substance abuse problems. But so nothing about any kind of improper official influence. So these records just, are investigators' notes, tax returns, emails that investigators dredged up that at most show Hunter Biden, making money, maybe even trying to be a big shot as the son of the vice president. Not good, but far from the first unsavory family member of a president, and nothing, just total. I was just on MSNBC and they were talking about, is there a smoking gun? And there's not even smoke here, just little wisps of occasional, vapor. And this is all part and parcel of this impeachment inquiry launched this morning, which is, a charade, really. There's just no real evidence. It's far afield of any use of the impeachment power we've ever seen. First, because it's ancient history about Biden as vice president and even as private citizen. And second, because after months of pushing and whistleblowers and the like, nothing Republicans have tried to suggest has actually come to fruition. And indeed, the three witnesses they're going to have today are all discredited, B, politically of a certain side, and C, have no direct evidence to give. Jonathan Turley, or a former tax assistant attorney general, or somebody who worked in the Trump administration that didn't even observe any of these things, are going to be, propounding opinions about if stuff were true, what would it mean? But and then it will be accompanied by the likes of James Comer, and Jim Jordan with their, bare teeth, nasty insinuations that again don't amount to anything. And all this, let me end where I started, against the backdrop of these guys unable and it's the same core problem. It's the ultra MAGA right who have McCarthy where they want him, forcing him to follow through on this and doing nothing to avert a government shutdown and with potential catastrophic results to the country and to many, many, individual working people. The combination is really an abysmal display of government irresponsibility and cynical politics, even for this crowd, way up there. There, I told you how I felt. No holds barred. Okay, so we'll see what happens with this bogus impeachment inquiry, but they'll get some news of it, some sound bites that, if you push hard, don't really add up. And then the barn doors open on the Hunter Biden tax information. And of course, all the while, the train, off track hurtles toward the cliff of the government shutdown. So stay tuned for the end of an unnecessarily dramatic month, courtesy of the House Republican caucus. Talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.